the look you would expect of a high-end New York art gallery. Vibrant paintings, sculptures that portray nature, a mother and child sculpture, pieces that seem to come to life, pieces that bring to mind a certain artistic yet quite bohemian lifestyle. But this art has a higher meaning and purpose. It sustains the lives of families and individuals in small towns in Zimbabwe on the east coast of Africa.
The need to support my fellow Zimbabwean countrymen who are artists in this business is a founding stone on how I got here in principle.
Meet Cal Ganda. The newly minted gallery owner came to the United States more than 2 decades ago to attend UNC Pembroke. But 2 years ago, a global health crisis became the impetus for a gallery with a purpose.
With the pandemic, most of these artists were not getting the traffic through tourism that they typically would have gotten in normal times. So when I went home in August 2020, the pandemic was basically at its height, and the suffering of my people actually drove me into considering a way that I could support them on a larger scale.
And this is where it all begins. Native Zimbabweans using natural resources to support themselves and their families. You could call it nature's gift to the artisans.
Zimbabwe, you may or may not know, but the name of the country means house of stone. So Zimba, it's house, Ibwe, it's stone. Most of what I have in the gallery, what I call Shona stone sculptures, and this is a staple of art within the country of Zimbabwe.
When I talk about art, it's in me, it's in my veins, in my blood.
He is one of more than several dozen artists whose works are displayed in the Real African Art Gallery. He learned the art of stonework from a neighbor who was a craftsman. Now, as an artist, his knowledge of that craft provides for his family.
To keep my family, to take care of my parents, my mother at rural area, and some brothers and sisters around me, and my relatives close to me, and taking care of them because of.
Future generations know of animals that may vanish before they ever see them.
If I do an elephant on a stone, some generations to come, they will see the type of elephant. So after some centuries, people, they will know there is an elephant here.
In the gallery, you can see the elephants and other rare endangered animals memorialized through art. For its part, the gallery works directly with these artists to make sure they are compensated.
We don't have a middleman. We are buying this piece of art directly from the artists themselves. Second point, we pay our artists about fair market prices.
And just as each piece reflects the artistry of the craftsman, each artist has his own story.
I'm the last born in the family of 9. I started stone carving at a tender age.
Inspired by men in his community, this last son in the family took his art in the direction of nature.
I'm also inspired by nature and day by day living to do my artworks showing the messages of love, peace, and togetherness.
Look closely in the gallery and you will see where artists have signed their pieces, giving them a sense of ownership of their works while letting the world know their names.
It's important that people know who's making their art. On our website, we give them full credit. They write their own biography so people get to know who they are.
Hello.
For the past 2 years, Ganda and his brother have imported the art to America and Charlotte to display and sell in the gallery. During that time, more than $70,000 have been returned to the pockets of the artists. For many, knowing their art is traveling across the globe has signaled a change.
And working with real African art, that have changed my sales in my career and even changed my life.
Here I'm in Zimbabwe, in Africa, but my art and sculpture is being sold in America. So it improves even my career, my talent.
And that talent, along with art in many forms, now graces homes across the region. But for the man who came to the United States to go to school, who played soccer, but whose loyalty was to aid his countrymen, this gallery is doing more than just keeping up with art trends.
Honestly speaking, at the end of the day, the amount of people that I can lift out of poverty through this venture would determine how much I would have succeeded. On the other hand, if I can also share my culture and my heritage through art with this part of the world, I believe I would have succeeded.
When the goal is to turn a simple stone into a sculpture or vibrant colors on a canvas into art that connects the world while uplifting those families economically, then the formula of success for this venture has apparently been found. For Carolina Impact, I'm B. Thompson.
Thanks for watching, and if you don't want to miss any more great regional stories, please subscribe to our PBS Charlotte YouTube channel.